Hi, welcome to Money Machine. My name is Oriola Oluwajumolo, and today we're going to be looking at segmentation, and um, we're going to be looking at segmentation, starting from introduction to segmentation. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, please subscribe, like the videos, and join the Telegram group. Okay, pretty well. We're going to start now. As per usual, welcome. Let's go down to business. Fine. All right, so what are the tags on the transcription again? Okay, here we go. So this is segmentation. Well, this is a very simple course. I've done it before. Click on retake, and segmentation just have to do with dividing things and allocating things. Okay, and this is a few things they have to say. Segmentation tags are usually medium difficult, easier than 3D, but lesser than categorization and bus tactics. Okay, it is important to both use the correct labels and correct attributes while working on this. As with all objects, higher accuracy gives you higher pay. Okay, with all projects. And so it is best to use what they call it. It's Chrome browser. I have to say we should read the instructions carefully. Read careful to understand if projects require all pieces or only some. Now some projects are instance, which means that each object has um, a different color and a different paint. You see, these are vehicles and they're having different color cars. But if um, the project is not instance, they'll be having the same color. Okay, like we do have here, all the vehicles are having the same colors. All right, so let's continue. Now we have the brightness tool. I'm going to show us that when we have a text, we have the plus and minus to zoom in and zoom out. I'm going to show us to recap what you've learned so far. Read the instructions to understand the rules. Be sure you know. I think in image annotation, if you've not watched image annotation, I want you to watch that image annotation because we talk about the polygon, we talk about the point, polygon, point, box, uh, cuboid, and point type of annotation. It will also help in this thing. Start painting the smaller and more complex objects. Okay, most objects have a minimum size. If the object is smaller, then you ignore it. All right, you need a ruler to be able to measure. Some tags will say if it's lesser than 10 px, you don't measure, you don't annotate. Okay, so when a tax is more than 10 px, that's when you annotate. So you just need to take note of all these things. Use the polygon tool. Okay, we have a polygon tool to draw. There's something called auto segment. Auto segment is you just draw on the box and then you label. You give it a label. It's just going to draw, like, give it a kind of that kind of a car-like structure. If you put it as a car, then you just have to threshold tool to reduce the pixel, and then the next thing is to make adjustment to the fitting, like just like we are seeing here. So the auto segment was what was drawn on this car. Oh, yeah. Can you please roll up for me? Was drawn on this car, and then you have to reduce it here. All right, so now there's something called locking and opening. You need to lock so that anything you are annotating will not affect the previous object. Okay, so that when you are annotating a new car, it should not go into a different car. Okay, so if you make a mistake, you can always undo the latest change by pressing Ctrl Z. This is a very big problem. This is actually a very big problem. If you're a LiDAR taxer, you know that backspace is what is used to delete or to um, go back. But if in image segmentation, if you press a backspace, you're going to lose all your job. You don't think of pressing it. Don't think of pressing it. So one of the things I do is that one of the things I do is that I get my ATM card and put it I put it on top so that it doesn't get bad. All right. So just pick my ATM and then use it. All right. Okay. So um, pretty good. So let's get started. Let's continue. So we continue. I hope they give us a question here. All right. So next, after you paint the small idea, they say you paint a bigger one. Use the right side panel. It's easier to finish one after the other. Boundary is quickly painting areas that are or simple. Or you can just change how big and similar the areas are by the use of the keyboard. Keys on keyboard. Closely look. All right. Auto segment. We've learned about auto segment already. So let's continue. How can you save time and improve code? Yes, lock each able when you're not editing it. Hmm. Use the Polygon tool. Okay. So once you finish painting, check your work. Check your work. Check all the objects with the correct label. Check the labeling. Check if it is instant. Is there a random group of users that accidentally forgot? So sometimes you have to click the original image and then the segmentation image to check if you are actually correct and if you are on track. Okay, when you click submit on your task, the system will run a few checks here to see if there are errors, if there are attributes that you've not added, and blah blah blah. So you can watch this video, by yourself, but I got I just have to show you how it's done, okay? And sometimes you can, all right? So we're going to a scenario. I'm going to show you pretty much how it is done. Oh no, Jerichonian. So like I said, not to make mistakes for the backspace, I have to just put my ATM over the backspace. So I was not going to have any kind of issue while trying to do the task since I'm majorly on LiDAR to avoid mistakes. All right, so yeah, we're here again. So we're gonna start. All right, so we're given a small piece of work to do. Now, let me just take you through everything. And this place we have the zoom out, which is your minus key, the zoom in, which is your plus key. You can use both minus and plus. Uh, Outline the edges of focus and key. Then we have the brightness, editing the brightness. I'm going to be needing that soon in these two. annotation opacity. You can also use this. um, See clearly the annotation. Also use this, but we don't need it. All right, I think you're okay with this. So yeah, so this is where we lock and unlock. First of all, I have to unlock to lock everything. Yeah, so this is to unlock. So when you lock it, it means that anything you're doing, you cannot it won't affect a a label or a segmented area already. So if at all I want to, okay, I want to do motorcycling. Yeah, first thing to do is motorcycling. So let me increase this. No, this is not what I want. All right, I think I'm okay with this. No, all right. So I want to zoom in and please fast for me, scroll down for me. All right, so that I can see this clearly. I really need it to be clear. Okay, I think I can see it clearly. Now the road is locked. The road is locked, and this is motorcyclist. I want to use motorcyclist, so I'm using the I'm using the polygon tool. I'm using the polygon tool. Then, all right. So we're using the polygon, and I want to be sure. So let's see if we can make this thing more clearer. Okay, I think we got it. Then let's check. Okay. I think we got it very well. So we're using the polygon, and so we're using the motorcyclist, and here we go. So Ctrl Z helps um you can zoom in better if you want. All right, I think I can see this place clearly anymore, so better. All right, so trying to make sure looking okay. All right, I don't want to leave a space, so all right, we can see there are some little spaces here. So what we do is to pick the brush and zoom, 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 zoom. All right, I can still see some. All right, that's fine. So we've gotten this. So the next thing to do is what do I think? I think the road marking. So I click on the road marking. Right, it's currently on road marking, and I'm going to use the polygon tool. The polygon is one essential tool. So let's start with the polygon. So coming from here, remember we've locked every other thing. Remember to lock every other thing. Make sure it's going to be straight. No, didn't get it correctly. All right, I just okay. So we have another polygon here. So we just all right. So to avoid redoing, so I just take it bit by bit. All right. Good. So we still have one, two. So I think this we're gonna zoom in. Should we change some coloration to help us get it better? I think it's okay. What do you think? Yeah, I feel it's okay too. So let's start from here. Control Z, Control Z. No, that's not where we want to start from. How come it's looking bigger? I don't know. So it's like I'm not seeing this clearly. It's looking a little bit smaller, but let's do what we got. So I think we're done with road mapping. Okay, we are left with this place, so let's zoom in there. Okay, so far be it that we are not done from where we are. So we are almost done. So okay, so good. And so I think we need to have a little shave here. What do you think? Alright. Now, if you look at this very well, so we have to zoom out. You are left with the road. So we're going to go for the road. We're going to use a brush. Okay, I am road. It's already road, so I'm going to look for the brush, then fill it up. Okay, so alright, print everything. Good. I'm going to reduce it because I can see something and unlock it because I see something in the road mapping and reduce it again and plus plus. Yeah, this is what I saw. Yeah, so I'm going to lock it back. Where's the road? So I think with what I've done, you can easily understand how to, do these tags. And so I'm going to submit. Okay, it says we got one error. Sometimes this error are not correct, so I'm going to cancel and submit again. So when you see a um red sign, a red caution like this, what's red, you have to correct it. Okay. So let's see what it runs out to be. So I think we are done with this course. All right, so continue. Nice, that is the basic of segmentation. So this is just the basics. I believe you got a little tip on how to run segmentation, how to run the test um, and pass the test. So it's simple, and what I want you to do is to like the videos, subscribe, and then join the Telegram group. A lot is going on there. And all right, thanks to those who are telling me what next to upload, what they want me to do. In a short while, I'm sure I'll be able to be more steady in uploading more videos. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you some other time.